Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Ellarie here. The last time you guys saw me, I was a year younger. And even though I'm a year older, now I'm still a year younger. Age used to scare me, but now it's like life gets better the older I get. Like, I'm not even worried anymore. I'm feeling really good. Things are gonna get better for sure. And I'm excited about this year, next year, the year after that. Like, I don't even care anymore. As long as you're living your best life, it doesn't matter how old you are, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, back to the video. Today's video, I'm just gonna be using a bunch of new products. I opened a bunch of packages the other day and I pulled out some that I really want to try first. That's the mission today. Now all this stuff is new. Some of them are just, you know, some of my favorites mixed in there, but for the most part, I'm gonna give you guys some new products that I'm trying out and let you know how I feel about them. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. I usually do my eyebrows first off camera, but since I have you guys here, I finally got my pencil back. This is the Precisely My Brow from Benefit. This is in the shade 4. As I said previously, I used to use shade 5, but I just feel like 4 works better for me. I don't have to worry about getting too dark on accident. Like, it's just a really nice color for me. Gotta pluck out some of these hairs first. These hairs too. I'm thinking about getting my eyebrows microbladed. Like, I want my eyebrows to look like this all the time. I don't want the freaking squiggly tail. I don't want to get them ready. I want them to stay ready. But until then, hey boo. Just my homie. These things is long too to pull out the shears. Either that or I'm gonna have to French braid them in a minute. Oh, look at that little brow line up I just did. Okay. I need to get in the haircutting business. Like, I don't know why, but now I feel like I can give somebody a lineup, like a nice clean fade. I'm a professional now. Alrighty. We got brows, people. Alright, now we're done because we're cute. We could be done, but we're not done. But all you really need is some brows and some mascara and some lip gloss. And you popping. Alright, so for my face, I'm using the same primer I've been using lately. The Tatcha Silk Canvas Face Primer. And we're just gonna rub this on in, ladies and gentlemen, all over your face. Get in those crevices too, ladies. So I'm gonna use a new foundation today. Well, it's not new because I used it over the weekend, but I haven't used it on my channel yet. I went to Sephora the other day to re-up on my Fenty Beauty foundation. Of course, they didn't have my shade, of course. So the beautiful lady there asked me if I've ever tried Cover FX foundation, and I said no, I haven't. I have the whole box that they sent me at my house, but I haven't tried it yet. And she said it's really great. I think it's better than Fenty, and I said excuse me. But I was interested, so I tried it over the weekend, and I don't remember how well I liked it because I was pretty tipsy this weekend. I mean, I was in Florida. I was living my best life. Did I mention I was tipsy? It was my birthday, yeah. So I wasn't really paying attention to the wear of my foundation. So we're just gonna try it again. I don't remember which one I wore. I think I tried on this one first, which is G100, and it was a little too dark. And then I put this one over it. So today I'm just gonna try to use this one by itself and see if it's like the right shade. It is in 100, and I'm gonna squeeze some of this on my booty blender. I'm gonna try to put it in the center of my face first, just in case it don't match. Okay, this one, the N100, is for neutral undertones, which usually works for me. I don't know why I'm not really feeling this shade so much. So I'm gonna try to put the one with the golden undertones, G, on the outside of my face, even though I remember this being too dark. I like this shade better than the neutral shade. So, all right, so I removed that. I'm gonna put my primer back on. Tatcha, where are ya? Tatcha, Tatcha, come on. Come on, Tatcha. You know what else I wanted to try before I put my makeup on actually are these custom sculpting drops from Lancome. They looked really pretty when I unboxed them and swatched them. Even though it probably isn't a great tutorial to use them in because I'm already having complexion issues with my foundation, and they may make my foundation a little darker because they're so bronze. I don't care, I'm gonna try them anyway and wish for the best, you know? Risk taker here. They're kind of thick, like foundation almost. That looked funny. Some over here. Ooh. Oh my. Actually, you know what? Let's just rub this baby in all over. This looks like it will look pretty all over my body. I have to dabble with that another day. All right, now back to this foundation. I'm going to use G100 first and put that all over. You know what? Now I like the foundation by itself. Maybe it's because I'm a slightly tanned from Florida, but I don't know. So I'm not going to put the N100 over it because she's going to get lighter anyway when I do my concealer. So this shade is actually pretty perfect. The foundation is a little thicker, but that doesn't bother me. It doesn't feel hella heavy, so. And the coverage seems buildable. Like if you don't like full coverage foundations, you can use less and get like a medium coverage, but you can definitely build it up to a full coverage. All right, now that we got that fiasco off the way, let's do the concealer. I'm gonna use ColourPop's concealer. I've used them before and I liked them, and I moved and I lost them. But luckily they just sent some more recently. I can't remember the shade I used to wear, so I'm just gonna try Dark 46 because it looks like it may work out for me. Yeah, she's gonna work. So Dark 46 is the shade we're going with. ColourPop is like my favorite inexpensive concealer, like for sure, hands down. All right, now let's set this with my Sacha Buttercup. And now we're gonna bronze this face up with my CoverGirl Queen Collection Ebony Bronzer. This brush is from Makeup Addiction, but it was the only one, well, one of the only ones out of their purple set that I really liked. I felt like the smaller brushes, like the eye brushes, were a little too rough for me, which is weird because when they first came out, they had a light brown set that I loved. All the brushes were like super soft, but that was when that whole hotel fiasco happened where I told you somebody stole my makeup bag and I lost all of those brushes. But those were my favorite of theirs. I don't know if they still sell them, but I only liked a few of the ones from the purple set. This one was a good one. It is their sculpting contour brush. It's really soft. All right, let me snatch this nose. This is the Jady Wady Luxie Beauty nose contour brush. Of course, you can use any small blending brush to snatch that nose. And I'm gonna use the Packed Star MAC translucent powder to top off everything. I pretty much use this everywhere except my cheek contour. And not really my forehead contour either. And I always brush it away with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This brush is from Cosette, by the way. But the only thing with like wholesale brushes, like Morphe and all, you know, where they sell like a bulk of brushes, they're not always the same. Like I went to a wholesale makeup brush store and all the brushes in the container, even though they were the same brush, were different. So even if I have like a favorite brush that's from like a wholesale company, you may not get the same exact formulated one because they're like mass produced, they're not custom. So it's kind of like buyer beware when you buy these wholesale brushes, but don't sleep on them though because a lot of them are really good. All right, so that's it for the face for now. I'll add my highlights and stuff after I do my eye makeup. All right, so the eye palette I'm going to use today is the KKW Mario Collab palette. I'm sure you guys have already seen and heard about this. Now, I debated on whether or not I was even going to use this palette because it seems like every time I do like a celebrity collab review or anything like that, some of y'all take it real personal when I don't like something. Like I'm not allowed to not like something just because she y'all fave. And that can get annoying because, I mean, I'm allowed to like what I want to like, and I don't see what the big deal about it is. I said that I liked her concealers. A lot of you guys were saying I wasn't using the right shade, as if you know how I like my concealer shades. That's crazy to me. I did try the shade under the one that I used in the video. It was too light for me. The color was really nice. It was a nice tan and something that I would normally wear like if I didn't have a tan or back in the day when I used to do a really bright highlight. But it was too, I didn't like that shade. I'm sorry that you're upset that I didn't like the shade or you thought I didn't pick the right one for me. It's too hard to tone it down and it makes my face too bright when I go too light with the concealer. But I did not like her powders. Regardless if you guys thought it was because of the Beauty Blender, I tried it again with the brush and I still didn't like it. I just didn't like the pearl in the powder. It's just a preference. I like to be completely matte. It didn't brighten my eye. It just made my eye look kind of old. But I got the eyeshadow palette and I wanted to use it. And you know, I try not to be too concerned on people who disagree with me. Everyone has their own opinion and you know, whatever. I'm gonna use what I want and like what I want regardless. But as far as this palette goes, I did use them on the other eye and the shadows are pretty nice. I mean, they're blendable, they're pretty pigmented. Here goes some swatches of the shimmer shades and the mattes. They don't have a lot of kickback, and I tried not to do a blue look because I've seen a lot of people do a blue eyeshadow look with this palette, but honestly the blue one is kind of one of the prettiest colors in here. My two favorites will probably be these two. I don't think they have names. Oh yeah, they do. Libra and Albanian are probably my favorite two out of the palette. So those are the pros, you know, you get some pigment in there, you get some mattes and some shimmers, and you don't get much kickback, and you know the palette comes with a mirror. The cons, I would say, I feel like there's always kind of a con in the palette because sometimes all the colors aren't going to be wearable for everybody. Like I probably will never touch this shade, which is pretty normal to have that one or two shades that you probably wouldn't wear. But also as far as there being like a really deep color for my skin tone, I thought it was going to be this one right here. But it was too cool and it showed up kind of gray on me. I mean, that's just a personal preference. I just had to like play around and mix a lot of them together in order to deepen up the crease. But other than that, you know, it's a pretty decent palette, you know? So yeah, let's get into the look. Prime my eye real quick. This is the Benefit Don't Stray Primer. I usually use the deeper one, but of course I ran out. The first color I used out of the palette is this brown one right here, Miami, and Dose of Colors blending brush, and I buffed that right above the crease. I really like this shade too. It's a nice flesh tone shade for me. The next shade I'm going to use is Libra, and I'm going to use the same brush to buff that right underneath and into Miami. Next, I went right into the lid shade using Albanian and this flat concealer brush by Dose of Colors. And I just applied this directly to the lid, not adding anything extra underneath because I wanted to see the color pay off without adding like that extra base. And it was pretty good. And then I stopped before I got to the outer V, and I used Morphe's Small Taper Blending Brush and went into 2008. And this was the color I was going to use to define my crease and deepen up the outer V. See how it's darker, but it's kind of cool, so it's not showing up super dark, which is what I kind of wanted it to be. So I just kind of used it as I normally would, like in the crease area in the outer V, and then I went over it with the other colors like Libra, Miami, and even a little bit of Albanian to just kind of make it its own custom color almost. So after I finished this eye, I just had like a lot of blue, and I remembered that I'm not taking off my head wrap today, you know, because I'm just gonna rock the bun today. So I decided to add a smidge of this Vegas shade into the crease lid area just to kind of give it like a purple background almost to kind of coordinate with mascara, even though you can barely see it. You can see it in person. So that's all that matters. But I just used my small blending brush and tapped it a little bit into that shade and added that into my crease lid area. And now just blend your life away. Alright, for the under eye area, I pretty much did the same thing I did in the crease, but I just used 2008 and Libra and buffed those on the outermost part of my lash line. This is Sigma's short shader brush. And for the inner corner of the eye, I used Decade with this small detailing brush from BH Cosmetics. I'm using Urban Decay's Perversion 24/7 liner. And if you want to smudge this liner out, I would recommend doing it before you put eyeshadow under there because it'll get stuck like on top of the eyeshadow. So you can always do it in reverse and put the liner on first and then smudge it out with the shadows. For my wing liner, I'm using Bobbi Brown's. And for my lashes, I used some drugstore lashes today, which is very rare because you know I'm a pretty big, heavy lash girl. But I just got these Salon Perfect lashes. They're fully stacked. And will you look at that girth? They're basically a pre-stacked lash. So they're a lot fuller and they have a nice bit of length on them. But I don't feel like they're too overpowering. So I just applied these with House of Lashes lash glue. And lastly, for my mascara, I used Bad Girl Bang on my bottom and top lashes. Usually when I do like really dramatic eyes, I always add like a tiny bit of mascara to the tips of the lashes to really make my eyelashes pop. And of course, if you really want that lash band blended into that liner as much as possible, so everyone thinks they're real, go back over your liner and lash band with a little bit more of liner. I forgot to add my brow gel. This is Benefit's 24-hour brow setter. For my cheeks, I'm going to try out this Babe in Paradise highlighting palette, the collaboration between Morphe and Bretman Rock. I've never met Bretman Rock, but I have seen some of his videos and he's quite hilarious. I'm not sure if I want to try this one or this one, so I'm going to swatch these two. Mahu Shady Beige. Really pretty, and the formula feels really nice too. Ooh, I think Shady Bitch won. This is also his brush that is used for the palette. I usually don't use fan brushes, but I'm going to use it today just because, you know. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. I'm actually gonna go back to my regular highlighting brush because I just feel like I'm a little bit more precise with that brush, and I don't have to do so many layers. I just get it in one swoop. This is the one I've been using lately. It is the Sigma High Cheekbone Highlighter. It's for your highlights, so yeah. All right, for my lips, I know y'all probably tired of me using this already, but I'm not. I'm gonna use the Ellarie ColourPop Netta Gloss and Stilo Gloss together. Applying Netta first and then popping Stilo right on top. With the Netta Gloss, I usually don't wear this one unless I have makeup on because it's a pigmented gloss. As opposed to Stilo, I can wear this with or without, so that's why she almost empty. Because she gets worn a lot. Spray his face up real good. I'm using Urban Decay's All Nighter. Yeah. Whew. That be feeling so good sometimes. Okay, and finally, I guess you can say we were saving the best for last. It's a little erotic, forgive me. But we're gonna put on the body lava now, so you know, bring them shoulders out, ladies. Honestly, when I first saw these, I just knew we were gonna get along. I knew I was gonna be in love. I haven't even tried it yet, but I'm in love. I just feel like it's love at first sight, you know, just, I love you. I was sent both shades, Who Needs Clothes and Brown Sugar. I've been feeling Brown Sugar is gonna be bae, but I'm gonna show you this one too. There's also this Face and Body Kabuki brush and the Fairy Balm Glittering Pom Pom. I'm gonna put Who Needs Clothes on this shoulder just so you guys can see what it looks like, but I'm gonna put Brown Sugar all over my body because I just feel like we're more compatible. Beautiful packaging, by the way, too. Oh my God, oh my God. It just looks so pretty. Look at this, and this is a big bottle. Like, unless you're just bathing in this like all over, this should last you, I don't know, because I really want to put it all over. But a nice amount of time. I thought it was going to be a smaller bottle. Go, Riri! Oh, I wish we were friends in real life. Alright, so I am going to apply it with the Kabuki brush. I'm going to try to apply it just as sexy as Rihanna did too. So I need to set the mood, change the music up a little bit. I should have put my bundles in. It's alright though. Giving you neck. See that neck? Alright, she didn't do all that. I'm just being extra. Alright, so here is Who Needs Clothes. This color is actually pretty bomb. I didn't realize it was going to be this golden. I thought it was going to be more of like a silvery, but it's actually real gold. I do see a little, that might be iridescent, not silver. But it's really pretty. I feel like on me, even though it is gold, because I put it on my arm and it looks way more gold on my arm, but I feel like on my body, it kind of reflects a little bit more silvery for some reason, maybe because of the iridescent glitters in it. So that's why I said I may like Brown Sugar even better, because I feel like that's going to be more bronzy. But this one's pretty too. Ooh, you can't go wrong with rose gold. It's like the perfect color ever in life. Ooh, I can't wait till the summer. I'm about to be purple. All right, so I tried to wipe that off as good as I can. Oh, look at her. Oh, look at her. Look at her. She's pretty too. It's so pretty, it makes you want to cry. So this is the Brown Sugar shade that I'm about to bathe in, like literally. Obviously, it's way more golden and brown and bronze. It's about to go down. I'm glowing, y'all, and I'm really irritated about it because the way this weather is set up, I can't even share this with nobody. Like, I can't even go outside and and post up, you know what I'm saying? Because it's cold. Wait till the summer though. Wait till the summer. I didn't even put on the Fairy Balm yet. Fairy Balm is called Rose on Ice. That sounds like a winner to me. And I believe it's a pre-filled puff. Oh, it is, because there's nothing in here. It's like it's in the ball. So how do you use this thing? How do we get the magic out? Dab, pre-filled puff over entire body. Sounds simple. Oh, I see it coming now. Hold on. Oh, it's like a really fine glitter. Ooh, give me some more. Ooh, this is fun. Like I'm ODing. All right. Whew. That was amazing. I feel like I just, you know. All right, so as far as these body lavas are concerned, I feel like obviously if you don't like glitter, and I know there are a rare few of you out there, you know, who just never could get into the glitz, this obviously won't be for you because it's made for you to glow. And in order for you to glow, you have to have a bit of shimmer glitter in it, you know, just a bit. But I can only imagine what this looks like in the sun. Please follow me on Snap, because the moment the sun comes out, I am out there. So if you want to glow, I mean, you're gonna have to get over that part, you know. What I will say is the Fairy Balm, the glitter in here seems to be a lot more finer. Like you can't even really see it on my arm, maybe because I have hella hair in my arm, but it's hard for me to show this one on camera because it's like a really fine glitter. So I feel like maybe if the Body Lava glitter is like too much for you, this is more on the natural side. It's still going to give you like reflect the light and look, you know, really nice. But the Body Lava is what's going to have you out there looking like a bronze goddess. The only thing about this is, I don't know how much is in here, or, wait, let me, it might say on the box, hold on. It says 0.37 ounces, so I'm not sure how long this will last, and you gotta beat it a little bit to really get it out, for the first use at least. What I really would have loved, even if it came pre-filled, if they would have put like just some more in here, so I just dip it in there and really go at it. That would have been great. But I'm not mad at this. I feel like it'll keep you from like overdoing it, and like really when you want to go out and you're not trying to, you know, look like bronze goddess, which I don't know why you wouldn't want to. It could be for your more natural days where you just want, you know, the light to reflect off maybe your collarbone or your shoulder, you know. So this is more for the natural gals, and this is just going to give you the ultimate glow right here. So overall, everything I used today, I'm not mad at. Love the lashes. You know, my eyeshadow is popping. I'm glowing. Obviously, I like the Body Lava. I like the foundation. I am going to really pay attention to the wear this time, since I'm going to be, well, I am drinking later, but I'm going to be sober enough to know if I really want to keep wearing it. These drops are really nice too. Like, I'm like bronzy up here, and I didn't even try to be. I didn't even put any highlighter up there. It's all this. So I definitely like these custom drops. This is in the shade Bronze Glow once again. Just lost for words. I'm just overall happy with my look today, so I'm gonna definitely go out somewhere and find something to do, because usually when I have good popping days, I like popping in public. Okay, I wanted you guys to let me know what your favorite new product that I used was in the comments down below, and let me know if there are any other new products you guys want me to try out. Yeah, but until then, love you guys. Mwah.